Hi everyone, it's Ashley, and here is my video on my scrapbooking layout number 10 called Our New Happy Place. And if you watched my previous process video from the one called I'd Pick You, you would know that these are the rest of the photos that I was talking about from the farm that we went to in fall 2013, where you can get pumpkins and ride on a hayride and playing huge things of corn, which were my son's favorite things. There we are riding on the hayride. Then you'll see the one where my son has climbed up to the top of all these bales of hay, and it was just a lot of fun. So I am scrapbooking all these. Of course I took a lot more, so I'll probably put those into like a Project Life type page protector. There is green washi tape on the sign just so the name of the farm wouldn't be just right out there. Okay, this paper is by Studio Calico, the Abroad collection called First Class, and I really like the way it looks for a background page. And there is my son. You'll see him throughout the video. He was in here helping me, and he thinks it's a riot that you can see him on camera. Okay, and the polka dot and the flower one that you just saw is from the We Are Memory Keepers Indian Summer collection called Wildflower. So I'm going to be using both pieces. And I'm sorry for the white kind of box up at the top. I guess my Project Life, the big box, was in the way. And there's my son again showing that he wants that in the thing. But I guess my box was in the way, so I've moved it for my next video. And I'm just going to be putting down a little square, and I'm sorry I don't have the measurements for these, but I've been trying to, use a whole sheet of paper, so just so I don't have an overwhelming scraps. And then I will be using one of the Jenny Bolin Best Day Ever flashcards. And yes, this is the one my son picked out of the ones I let him choose from. And so I had to incorporate it. And then the watercolor, I absolutely love that paper, the one where I just think it's because it's such unique colors for watercoloring on for scrapbooking. And that one is called Watercolor. And then the back is that kind of like burlap and twine. So it is just a fun collection. And this is the one I got from 2Ps, and it was one of their newer items that they'd gotten. So check it out. Okay, that is a doily, and it is just from Wilton, the baking and the cake aisle. And I'm just going to decide how I want to arrange my photos. And I'm going to go ahead and hear them down because for photos, I usually work with like 1 or 2 photos, so I kind of liked how they looked with just having 4. It didn't look too crowded. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all those down. And I need to be very careful on those doilies because they are very delicate, and sometimes the ATG can rip them. And then I'll just take my ATG gun and then just go do a thing underneath of it just so it sticks down. Okay, so that's what I have so far, and now I want to start working on embellishment pieces, and then of course my title. And then this says family and one says tradition, and those are from the Target dollar area last year. And then there is one of those 2x2 tiles from 2Ps, and that one says happy place. And I'm just gonna put pop dots on the back of those chipboard, and I like them because they have gold foil on them. And I got a whole pack of them for $1. Okay, then I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, and I'm just going to do 2 staples, and it's really just for looks, and you'll be able to see them in a close-up. But I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back so it doesn't snag my other layouts or have a hard time going in. And then there is another piece that I bought from the same collection, and I got all of those for $1. I cannot believe I just bought one. I wish my Target carried all that stuff again. But this one is a pumpkin shape, so I'm just going to put it up there, and they're still sticky, so I'm impressed. And then there is a 2-piece flare. It is the chalkboard with a heart and an arrow going through it. And then that is a very thin not vellum, like a plastic arrow from Studio Calico, and it's kind of in all the same like mustardy yellow color. And I just put a pop dot on the back of the flare. And then I'm going to go ahead and find a leaf shape. And again, this one's really sticky too, so I'm very impressed for only $1 for all those. And now I kind of need to decide where I want my title, so I pull out my wax paper. And then I'm going to be using the same font as I had for my last page. I did my other layout the other night, so I left them all out, and I'm excited. I'm trying to use all my letters. I'm getting down to the pretty bare minimum, if you can tell. Okay, I'm showing you that is an M, and I need an N for new. So I just cut it, and I didn't know if I needed the loop, so I just kept the loop, because it kind of reminds me of the eyes. And I'm just going to be spelling out new. I actually had some E's left. So there, you can't even tell it wasn't an M. And there's my son showing you some ribbon. He's so funny. I love that he still likes to be in my scrapbook room with me, so. And he is helping me pick out the letters. I was telling him, and he'd get them for me. Okay, so the title will be called Our New, and then I'm going to be using that tile card, Happy Place. So the collection is called Our New Happy Place because we built our home and we moved back to the south side of our area in a different town, closer to where we grew up, and by his my husband's parents, and like my grandparents. So we're closer to everyone, and there was this farm, and we've always wanted to go, but then we moved about an hour away, so we were finally able to go, and it's considered in our area, so it is our new happy place, and we hope to make it a family tradition each year to go here. And I'm so glad that I saw someone using this wax paper trick to where, you know, you can pull them right up. It's been fabulous. And I just fold it up and keep it for the next one. So there is my title, and then I just want to go ahead and put another leaf in just to kind of do like a triangle. And then I have decided just to put the date, 10/28/2013. And then I will be using some sequins, and then these are the Studio Calico, and I'll be putting them on with the Stampin' Up! Mini glue dots, and the Stampin' Up! Brand is by far my favorite glue dots. And the ones I'm going to be using are kind of an off silver and then wood grain, and I'm not going to lie, I bought this pack for wood grain. So I need to see if there is a complete pack of just wood grains. Do any of you guys know? Is there sequins that are just wood grain? Because if so, I would snatch those up. And I'm trying to show you it's wood grain. So if you know anywhere of just that, like those, let me know in the comments below. So there is the bottom. I really like the way that looks. And then I'm going to just go ahead and journal up on the top of that watercolor paper. And I'm pretty much just going to write about what I told you of how we moved back into the area and we were excited that we could finally go to this farm. and Aiden loved it. It had so many fun new activities, and that it will be our new family tradition, which is why it's called Our New Happy Place. And I like how that paper is light enough to journal on. So it all worked out. And that is the end of my fall. I'm trying to think, because I'm thinking, I think I've scrapbooked Halloween. So that is it for the end of my fall photograph. So now I'm pretty much going to be doing my son's soccer from this year and things like that. So, and I'll do some close-ups at the end. But thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching it, be sure to leave me a comment below. I like to see who watches my channel. And if you have a channel where you do videos, or if you have a blog, let me know. I love seeing new pages for inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week. Bye!